Good morning, coaches. Good morning. Happy Friday. Where has the week gone? I ask myself. So, welcome to this live stream today. All week, I have been sharing, every day, I've been sharing a different live stream on the five core fundamentals that you absolutely must have dialed in if you are wanting to create a 5-figure month coaching business, or to really thrive in your coaching business, to increase your impact and your income. And as I've said every day this week, this is not about strategy. These are brass tacks, rudiments, nuts and bolts that are necessary foundations for you to thrive in your coaching business. So these are like the underpinning fundamentals that if you get these right, you can then take those fundamentals into every strategy that you decide. And in every strategy, there are multiple strategies. There are many ways to grow your business, depending on, what your preference is, how you like to work, what your individual skills are, whether you love to live stream and talk like I do and teach, or whether you're a writer and you love to write, whether you want to create a webinar, or you want to do the ascension ladder and create lead magnets. Whatever your choice of strategy, these 5 fundamentals that I've been talking about all week are the basics, the like I said, the foundation. How else can I say it? So let's go into number 5. So quick introduction to me. My name is Sanae Floyd. I'm a business breakthrough coach and sales mentor. My job is helping coaches to sell their services, to sell their coaching, to increase their impact and their income. So my zone of genius, it comes from 25 years in sales, as a coach, a mentor, a trainer, and a manager. So I help my clients master their end-to-end sales process, starting with what's going on in here with their mindset, to what they're putting out there in their copy and their content, right through to having those authentic conversations with their prospects. So yesterday I talked about the fundamental number 4, which was expert positioning marketing. So getting this right ensures that you attract the right people who have the problem you solve. It means that when you're positioning yourself as an expert, it means that people get to know you for what you do. They see you. They hire you because they've seen your stuff. They know that you are the specialist, the one they want to work with. And so what that means is you've effectively positioned yourself as a leader in your field. So this final fundamental principle that I want to share with you is number 5, sales. So sales can feel really scary if you've never done it before, if you've got limited experience of sales. Not only that, I think sales can, the fear around sales and selling can be amplified, because it's almost been like burned into our psyches that selling is sleazy, salespeople are unscrupulous, they don't care, they are out of integrity. I've heard all sorts over the years of coaching, and one that really sticks out for me. I was on a sales VIP day with a client, and I was asking her, what are some of the perceptions that you have of sales? And she said, well, I feel like a salesperson would sell his own grandmother for money. Now, if that is the mindset that somebody has around selling, then imagine how they're going to hold back. Because you don't want to be associated with that kind of persona. That's horrendous. So it can be really hard to shake off. So especially if you've had a personal experience of being sold at, when you feel like this person doesn't care about you, they just care about getting the sale, so, and of course we see it in the media, we see it even in the films we watch. One of my favorite characters is Danny DeVito's character in the film Matilda. You might have seen this, especially if you've got children. I mean, it's a brilliant, hilarious character. He's a car salesman, a deeply dodgy car salesman. And it's hilarious, but he's playing to a very familiar stereotype. So it really is, it is there, it's real. But it's important to overcome your own biases, your own limiting beliefs, these kind of contracted negative perceptions about sales and selling. Because the moment you started your business, you stepped into the arena of sales. And, you know, the obvious truth is that sales are the lifeblood of your business. There are no customers, no revenue, no profit, no business without sales. So if you're really going to survive and thrive in your coaching business, you need to master your mindset and your skill set in sales. So if sales makes you squeamish and it does, you know, makes you like feel like you just want to hide, run away, you don't want to get involved, I want to share just a couple of reframes as part of this final kind of live stream of this series, some reframes to get you into kind of starting to shift your mindset, to get you into that right space so that you can begin mastering this essential business skill, because it is essential. So the first thing I want to say to you, and this is what I love about sort of teaching this with coaches, is you are at a distinct advantage as a coach when it comes to selling, because not only do you have all of the essential skills that are important for selling, such as, you know, holistic listening, being able to ask powerful questions, all of that is an incredible foundation for you to master sales. But it's also about the passion for what you do and who you do it for puts you at this next level advantage when it comes to being successful in sales. You know, we talked about this in fundamental number 2, alignment. When you are in alignment with your passion, that powerful energy literally kind of sends out a frequency, infuses everything you do. So never underestimate the influence, the powerful influence of your passion. And, you know, the comparison is you're not selling something you don't care about to people that are faceless. You know, you're not sitting in some telesales call center talking to faceless people trying to push something that you don't really care about. What you're doing in your coaching practice is you're sharing your knowledge, your experience, your skills in the capacity of actual transformation, changing people's lives. So that alone is worth getting passionate about. But when you have that alignment, that will really shift how you show up for your sales conversations and for your day-to-day, you know, marketing. And as I said yesterday, the line between marketing and sales has become so blurred because we're in an information age. People consume information, they consume your stuff before they even get on a call with you. So they know whether they want to work with you or not, even before they've booked that call with you. The second thing I want to say about this, just to kind of create a shift, is you've got to have a sales process, follow a sales process. Too often when I speak to coaches, they'll tell me, you know, that I ask them what their structure is and they'll say, I know it's not good. I just wing it. Different every time, and you know, I just get on the call and we have a chat, and you know, and I just see how it flows, and there's no structure to their sales conversation. And I don't recommend this. You know, in my 25 years as a sales coach and mentor, I have seen without exception that having a sales process is 100% more effective than winging it. And I'm not talking about having a script. I'm not talking about reading from a script at all. I'm talking about a sales process, without which you risk losing control of the conversation. And when you don't have control of the conversation, it makes it very difficult to then introduce your offer without feeling icky. It's often the reason people feel out of integrity on a call, because they're introducing their offer at the wrong moment, and it's suddenly very awkward and uncomfortable. Whereas having a sales process provides boundaries and effectively a safe container in which your prospect feels safe to speak, feels heard, rather than them risking feeling uncomfortable because they're sharing vulnerability in what winds up feeling like a chat. And that does not give a very good sort of experience for the prospect on the call. And the third thing I would say is, again, I reiterated this yesterday regarding expert positioning marketing, but practice standing in your power as the specialist you are. So you've got to own your expertise and show up from that place. Show up with that energy on your calls, because your prospect is looking to you as the specialist. That's why they've booked the call with you in the first place. They have a problem and they want to know, can you help me? And if so, how does that look? So, it's really important to come to that call not feeling like, oh God, I've got to somehow show them how valuable I am. That's not what you're here to do. You're holding a space for them. You're helping them to come to an empowered decision for themselves. And I've had countless coaches who've kind of gone through my sales process coaching, and they've given feedback that they're signing more clients than they ever have before. And what's the best part is that their sales calls have never felt so real, so authentic, and enjoyable, which really is how they should feel for both you and your prospect. So you can tell I get very passionate about this topic. Hey, Irina. So guys, this is the final day. This is fundamental number 5, sales. I hope you found this helpful. As always, if you've got questions, you can either DM me. I've had a few questions over the past few days on the various topics. So I've got a week off next week. Yay, I'm going to Spain for a week. And then when I come back, I will start to address those questions. So thank you so much for asking. But as always, if you do have questions, or, you want to share your experience around this, then just put it in the comments below. I love to hear from you. And as always, I'll put a link to a call to me. Thanks, Irina. I'll put a link to a call in the comments as well. So if you want to connect, then please book a call and we can talk about what is going on for you. And if I can help you, we'll talk about how that would look. So guys, have an amazing rest of your day and enjoy the weekend. And I will speak to you all the week after next, after my jollies. Bye, guys.